Hello! My name is Elizabeth Wilson, and today's password is Candle. Today is September 23rd, 2021. Show of hands. How many of you have ever traveled or plan on traveling in the near to distant future? Most of you, right? As a former flight attendant, I used to travel almost exclusively for work every day. And today I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks to making your next trip a lot easier. With a little packing, finding a place to stay, and appropriate planning, your next trip should go super smooth. Question for you. How many of you have woken up on the morning of a trip and thought to yourself, oh my gosh, I have a million things to do? Well, with just a little bit of planning, those pesky travel anxieties should be swept away. The first thing you want to plan is, of course, your budget. You want to make sure that you're planning a budget that will help you when you're deciding where you want to eat and what you want to do. The next thing you want to plan is your destination and the weather of that destination. This is going to help you when you're packing. And finally, you want to make sure that you have a plan for how you're going to get there. This is the most important. You want to make sure that your car is up to date, and of course, you have all of your travel documents. Now, while some people stress about their travel documents, other people stress more about finding that perfect place to stay. But with a little research, that should be super simple for you. Now, some people want to stay in a hotel, very middle of the road, and of course you always want to start with a simple Google search. But if you're looking for more affordable options, I would recommend Airbnb or Hostelworld. These two sites, what they don't offer in privacy, they make up for in those discounted rates. And finally, if you're looking for more upscale accommodations for you and the whole family, I would recommend Vacasa or Vibro. These sites specialize in upper scale rentals. While planning and finding that perfect place to stay make a trip go easy, packing makes it go smooth. The first thing you want to plan when you're packing is, of course, your checklist. Your checklist is going to have everything that you need, all of your clothing, toiletry, and everyday items, along with all of the supplies that you're going to need at your destination. Next, you want to make sure that your luggage is appropriate. This is an example of what an acceptable carry-on suitcase looks like. Now, you always want to check with your travel agency and make sure that your luggage meets their travel requirements. And finally, you want to be smart when you're packing. All of the items that you're going to need at your destination should go in your suitcase. You want to make sure that all of your clothing is rolled up really nice and tight. This saves a significant amount of space in your suitcase. Any clothing that is rolled should fit very smoothly into any pocket of your suitcase. And all of the things that you need at your destination go in your suitcase, and all the things that you need when traveling should go in a smaller bag or in an easily accessible pocket of your suitcase. So just remember, the 3 P's of travel are planning, finding that perfect place to stay, and packing, and your next rendezvous should fly by.